Okay, I'm here with another design challenge for us here. Now this challenge will use a bunch of things. It'll use some Comtech Photoshop stuff that we know. It'll use our design tech stuff. We got to design something in this challenge. Some math measurement and some geometry dealing with a concept called nets. Uh, Hopefully we understand that idea, but if not, you'll see some coming up. Now, the idea is we've got these candies that we all know and love, Smarties and M&Ms. We might like a particular candy. I'm talking more the M&Ms without the peanuts in it. Very similar candies. They've got a nice chocolate inside and a candy-coated shell. Now, the only difference between these two, there might be minimal differences, but one of the big differences between these two is the packaging. Now, M&Ms use a plastic package, whereas Smarties use a cardboard box packaging. Now, I've been looking at some of the environmental impacts of these, and the cardboard packaging may be a little bit more difficult to produce, or a little bit more labor intensive to produce compared to the plastic packaging. However, when these are thrown in the garbage and not recycled, the recycling or the breakdown of these plastics takes, I believe I read, about 400 times longer. And I'll put up some of the different sites. Now, there's science coming up on all this stuff all the time. So if you find some things contrary to what I'm saying in this video, you can definitely post it in the video comments or in our class comments as well. I'm not saying that plastics are bad. Let me put that out there. For certain things, people have found that plastic bags, for example, at a grocery store, the plastic bags are about equivalent to the paper bags. Because the paper bags take more, they're more labor intensive to produce, and they don't function as well. So functionality is a big key to this too. People often will reuse their plastic bags that they get at a grocery store, whether bringing their lunch to school with those plastic bags, whereas they wouldn't really reuse the paper bag. So sometimes the plastic is a little bit more reusable. We never reuse an M&M wrapper. So usually that's going in the garbage or in the recycling. So this is one instance where the cardboard would be much better for the environment, especially because what scientists are finding now is a whole bunch of microplastics from them breaking down in garbage sites or recycling sites in our foods. A lot of it is in seafood and things like that. They don't know the health impacts of these yet because it's a new thing that they're just finding, and they find that it keep increasing. So what we want to try and do with this activity, and I'll put a couple examples on the screen as I'm going, is we want to pick one of our favorite candies candies or something else. Some people have chosen chips and things like that. And redesign the packaging so that we can enjoy our food from, or our candies or whatever we're choosing from a more environmentally friendly packaging. Okay, now there will be some resources to help you along in this, but what you might want to do is measure how the product is now, the sizing, and then create one. And I'm going to post some other resources that'll help you create these nets that you're seeing on the screen from some of these other projects that have been done, so that you can create your new packaging. Now, one of the key things is if we're switching to kind of this cardboard packaging, we don't want it to affect the product. And I don't think that it does affect the product, because as I open up my Smarties here, I've never had one where the product inside has been affected just because of the cardboard packaging. So, something like that. Now, while we're redesigning our packaging too, we may want to see if we can increase the aesthetics, which is the look of the packaging. We got to take into account the branding of the packaging. For example, Smarties usually has a blue packaging like that, whereas M&M's is usually more the orangey, reddy, yellowy, more the warm colors. And that's one of the ones that they differentiate. So you want to take that into account in your redesign of the packaging. And we're seeing some examples on the screen here. So hopefully you can take this on and create a brand new packaging that is more environmentally friendly for some of your favorite candies. All right, I gotta go find all these ones that dropped. Good luck.